What's up guys, it's Tega Liquidator. So I'm going to break down how I was able to catch up with this trade, and this is gold, right? So pay attention and watch this video from beginning to the end. And if you enjoy this video, put it on the comment section, like the video, share your thoughts and what is confusing for you on the comment section. Trust me, I'm going to be there, and whatever you pull out right there, I'm going to answer you. And if it's something of making video for you guys, and as well gonna be pulling out video for whatever you asked on the comment section. Now if you have an account and you feel like you want me to trade for you, and this account I'm talking about from $100 upward, I manage account and I just started it new. So if you feel like you want me to trade for you, the percentage is gonna be 50-50. I don't do 70-30. I'm not that greedy. So 50-50 is okay to go, and if you bring the account, I'm going to manage it for you, be it Profem, be it a normal account. So if you have a Profem account, I can manage from 20k upward, right? Okay, 20k is okay. So if you can afford a 20k account in Profem, I can as well still manage it for you. So you are still free to bring Profem if it's Profem, and if you're still free to bring a raw cash if it's raw cash, I'm all in for anyone. Just contact the number you're seeing on your screen and I'm going to be active towards reply, right? So it's a business, you're just coming with a deal and I'm going to deliver, and we'll split according to the plan, right? So if you still want me to teach you on how to trade structured liquidity, and you feel like you want to master this yourself, you don't want anybody to manage your funds for you, you don't want anybody to tell you what to do, or you're waiting for someone to drop signals, you can as well pay for it, and I'm going to mentor you with just $100. I'm not charging much, and right now I want to be very much active on Telegram, so I'm going to be activating my Telegram very much. Now I'm coming back full time on YouTube, so you're going to be getting a lot of active updates. So make sure you stick, subscribe, like and comment, and understand everything I'm about to say. So you must watch this video. If you want to be profitable, you must watch this video from beginning to the end. I'm going to be taking you guys back on how to find buyers and know the movement of the trade. Now this is 2026. You wasting time or losing money on trade doesn't make sense, and it's quite time for you to start a new way of winning. So just like I said earlier, if you're interested for me to manage funds for you, you can bring at least $100. Like the minimum amount I can receive to manage for you is $100. So if you have up to $100, yes, we can do something with $100. And if you have a Profem account, the minimum account I can take from Profem is 20k Profem account, right? So you can come DM me on the number you saw earlier, and we're going to talk on how to go with it, right? So because it's something we need to agree before giving the account or before buying the account, and it's something we need to agree before receiving the money to depositing the money to trade raw with. So I just want to show you guys the brief quick recap on how I was able to catch up this trade that made me 1:7 risk to reward. So pay attention and understand everything about it. It's going to be simple, and it's going to be very fast, right? So now you need to know what is directional bias. Directional bias is all about getting to know your time frames and knowing how to work with them. So if you as well going to know the time frames, that's where you're going to know where to pick your bias from. If it's something that is going to hold for the whole month, if it's something that is going to hold for the whole day, a whole week, a whole year, that depends on what the time frame is talking about. Now we have multiple type of time frames. So we have yearly, we have 3 years, 5 years, or we have a lot of time frames, right? So now this depends on the kind of trader you are. So you need to know the kind of trader you are in 2026, so for you to be very much profitable, right? So you just don't wake up today and go to 5 minutes and just trade 5 minutes, and tomorrow you're trading daily time frame, and the next day you're trading 15 minutes 1 hour time frame. No, you just need to speak and get to know where you are standing. If you're going to be a swing trader, try to be a swing trader, and if you're going to be a scalp trader, always try to always be a scalp trader. And if you're going to be a day trader just like me, just always try your best to be a day trader. So this video is for more about day trading, because this is actually the kind of trader I am. I'm a day trader, so I focus more from daily time frame down to what? 5 minutes time frame. Yes, you heard what I said. From what? Daily time frame down to what? 5 minutes time frame. So anything that doesn't work in between daily time frames and 5 minutes, I don't do. So I don't even actually check weekly. Sometimes I do check weekly sometimes, and sometimes I don't even care about weekly time frame, just because of what? I already know what to follow and the process to guide myself trading with daily time frame down to 5 minutes time frame. So if you have watched this video and if you stick with me from the very start to this very moment, you have done a lot of well thing for you. So just keep watching and come to understand about everything you need to know about structure, liquidity, movement, right? So this is going to be about directional bias and getting a sharp entry, a slight entry, and knowing the accurate entry to take, and the time alignment and how it's going to work very perfectly. So just like I said, so we are going to be going to the chart right now, just to start the analyzing and what you should always do whenever you come to the chart. You don't need to keep it hard, just keep it very simple. So when you come to the chart, you just need to watch the previous break of structures and where the directions is looking at, right? So a lot of dump has been happening, right? So on gold, market has been dropping in a way that people are thinking that market is bearish. Market is not bearish yet, right? It's not bearish yet. But if you're watching this, you will feel like market is bearish. Am I right or wrong? So you see that we have two drops, and some people will be expecting market to still drop because market is kind of giving us three head, looking like a trend line. But no, market is not yet bearish. Market is still very, very, very much bullish. Now put it on the comment section if you understand reason I'm saying that market is still bullish at this point. And if you don't understand it, just watch very well and understand the reason I said market is still very much bullish. But anything can still happen, which is very much right, but we just need to always trade what we are seeing, not what we are feeling like. You should trade in line with what you're saying and not what you are feeling like, and you need to spot your eyes very, very, very much to know how to follow it. Now we can see very much that we have a break of market structure. So this is a break of structure that we have here in between this daily time frame swing low, and whenever we have a swing low, just as we had it here, whenever we have something like this, we should already know that the next level that possible, because the break of structure was for bullish, so the next level we are possibly expecting market to take out should be the swing high. I don't know if you understand it. I'm not going to be editing anything in this video, so you can as well understand it. So it's something you must come back and rewatch. If you don't understand it, just always come back to the video to rewatch. So this is a swing high where we are expecting market to take out. Now we have gotten our break of structure, we have gotten our swing high and our swing low. Now the next thing to do is get to understand the level that market is respecting. So that is a lot of things, right? So it's very, 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 very much important for you to know where the market is respecting, where the market is going to, right? So that is what it means by getting your bias. Now you can see very much that my bias is speaking bullish. Why? We have this first dump, but that doesn't tell that we are bearish. Now we have another dump, which is this one. So market failed to take out the high, and market dumped back into an order block. That's an order block around that zone, so which you can see very much. Okay, let me just use a box. Let me use box and draw it out for you. This is the last bearish candle that gave us an internal break of structure in the daily time frame. That gave us internal break of structure. So this is the level that market respected. It was this level that is pushing. Is this level that is pushing the market the way it's just doing just now, right? So I'm actually expecting market to take out that high. So this is where market is respected, and that's an order block. So since market has given me an order block right there, next thing I'm going to be doing is just to go down to the lower time frame and get the possible reaction and the possible break of structures I'm having. And a swing trader can as well take this trade from somewhere around this zone. So as a swing trader, that depends on the kind of swing trader. There are still many type of swing trader. There are people that are trading between 4 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, but yeah, that's for swing trader. I'm not talking about swing trading here. So as a day trader, what I'm gonna do is to go down to 4 hours since the market has tipped on a key level and give me a reaction around that key level. So if market reject from daily time frame, that tells you that there's a lot of things that is about to happen, right? So you just need to pay attention on the lower time frame to make money. That means your season of you making money has come. Do you understand? Now, market hit that level and immediately gave me an engulfing candle. So why did I say engulfing candle? I have a massive push towards the upside. Now I'm going to explain everything that happened from the start of these buyers to the very date, which is today, which is the last one I took just now. The last buy I took, they gave me 1:7. So I'm going to explain everything, right? So pay attention here, but please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe if you're new, right? So you can see a break of structure. That's a break of structure in 1 hour time frame. Let me just go down to the 1 hour time frame so you can as well see the break of structure which I'm talking about. Somewhere you're going to see it very, very, very clear, right? So you can see what the shift in market structure or a break of structure. That was the last lower high, right? Before a lower low that gave us a shift to market structure. So after then I went up to look for my order block. So where I got a clean order block was actually from a 2 hours time frame. So you might be wondering, why didn't I mark out the order block from this time frame? No, I didn't mark it out here because I have 2 last bearish candle. So from the 4 hours candle, that was where I took what am I saying? For my 2 hours time frame, that's why I took my order block. So if you watch very well now, this is the last bearish candle. So I'm so convinced that market is going to take off here. So that's why I marked it out and exercise patience for market to at least pull back to that level. So my target is supposed to be the closest swing high, which was created from the 4 hours, and that's why my target was just around that zone. So after then, you can see that market also pulled back into a QM after taking out a break of structure. It came back to this QM right here. So right here, I cannot counter anything to be an order block, but a QM. So market is going to target the next draw of liquidity, which is the external liquidity that I'm seeing right there. And after then, what's the next part? Market came back again to an order block, which you can see very much there. It's very simple. Keep it simple. So after then, market is going to also target the next high. It's just very simple as that, right? The next high. So you can see again, market still came back to an order block, which was the last bearish candle, and you can see that was where market respected and targeted the next draw in liquidity, which is the next high. Now currently, market also pulled back into an order block, which I used in taking the current trend of today. So you can see that just following an internal structure bias, which is happening on 4 hours time frame, I made a lot of crazy money in these particular trades. So why some people are busy saying that market structure are not good right now, that people are not making money from trading gold right now, I'm busy still making money because of I know how to follow my trend and how simple it is. So this was the last high that took the break of structure, the previous break of structure. Now we have taken it out as well, and if market should pull back again, now it should be tomorrow. That's when the market is going to give us a pullback. But if we come tomorrow and market is still pushing very high, then we can consider to start looking for continuations to keep pushing, because sometimes movement in gold changes. Yes, there are sometimes market will just keep on being straight and not giving us structure as sweet as this. But I'm going to tell you for free that this is the most sweetest structure I've ever had towards this month. So you can see how simple it is and how good the movement is occurring on this very circle. So I'm going to explain everything that has happened on this trade. So make sure you watch and subscribe. So I'm not going to be doing any edit here. So this is just me lying down on my bed and just give you guys a breakdown on this trade that I just have here. Now these are 3 kind of entry that I have while I'm taking my trade on the lower time frame. Now this is the first one, which is called a a breaker block entry. The second one, which I call my order block entry, and the last one, which I call a QM. So there's this one I call a QM as well. So I'm not going to be putting all this liquidity stuff here. So if you want me to explain everything fully for you, you pay for the mentorship class and I'll teach you everything. You just need to pay attention and follow exactly what I tell you, and you're going to make a lot of money. Now I'm just going to be taking you guys to the charts fully on the lower time frame, so as well you can as well see all these structures and these entries. There's no how that the structures that I sketched out right here did not occur on the lower time frame. So that is why I said I have at least 3 kind of entry. So if I didn't see the first one, I'll see the second one. If I didn't see the second one, I'll see the third one. So now let's go to the lower time frame and recheck to see if there was something that built up, or is there something we saw on the lower time frame that can as well make us money, or is there anything like that structure that I sketched out that I'm seeing on the lower time frame. So you can see from the 30 minutes already that we're already having a breaker block entry information there, but I needed something very much clear, right? So I needed something very much clear. Not that this 30 minutes is not clear. It's not that 30 minutes is not clear. 30 minutes is very, very much clear, right? Which you can see very well. The market tipped after giving us a shift in market structure. After the shift in market structure, after a shift in market structure, then you can see the market gave us a pullback into this level interest from the higher time frame, and after a level interest respected, you can see how market pushed away from that level and gave us a shift in direction. And after a shift in direction, what else are we looking for? We're expecting market to pull back into that level and start buying. Now this is what I look out for on the lower time frame. I look out for liquidities, because liquidities is actually money. So if there's no liquidity, I don't think it's very necessary for you to trade. I don't think it's very necessary for you to trade. So if you go down to the lower time frame, which is like from the 15 minutes, you will see something very, very casual and very simple to understand and read, right? I don't know why my network is kind of like crazy right now. Very, very crazy right now. So let's just exercise a little bit, just few minutes. So you can see the market is giving me this structure already on the lower time frame. So this is the first one I'm seeing 30 minutes. No, let's now see if it's still aligning together with what we had in 30 minutes on the 15 minutes. If it's aligning together, that means okay, we can still take it from the 15 minutes. But if it is only 30 minutes we are saying it, that still tells that you can still take it in 30 minutes. That is 30 minutes that the structure is very cool. So you can see very well that it's not just in 30 minutes. We also have that structure here in the 15 minutes. Now, are you in trend or you are not in trend? Of course I'm in trend. Now you can see that this is the breaker block. What I'm gonna do here is to stock in some positions around this zone. So what's gonna be my target? You must have a specific target as a trader. You just don't come out and trade anyhow. So I made 1:5 here because of what? 1:5 is my main target right now. So I don't have 1:10 in my head, or 1:, whatever. 1:5 is okay for me, right? So you can see I smashed the TP right there, and what next did I do? I exercised patience for market to pull back. It's not that I don't know that I'm supposed to sell this market, because market respected a level on 30 minutes, right? There's a level that market respected that dropped the market this way. If you notice, you see that the market dropped massively this way. So market dropped, and that's why markets came back to this level. So what next am I going to be doing? The next thing I'm going to be doing is to look out for another setup, which is my kind of setup for going into trades. You understand? So it's the kind of the setup I pay attention to go into trade, which is what? After a shift in market structure. After a shift in market structure, you see I'm not editing anything here. I'm also having a breaker block entry, which is my first entry, which is what I sketched out for you guys at first. So what am I still gonna be doing here? I'm just gonna risk a little. risk my capital here, stock in some positions here, and go at least 1:5. But in this trade, I did not actually complete 5. It was 1:4. Why? Because market broke even. Market took me on break even. I'm going to show you guys where the market took me on break even. So market failed to complete, but it later completed the 1:5. But before completing the 1:5, it took me on break even around this zone. So after then, market kind of like returned back to our entry before coming back to complete the TP. But after completing the TP, which was the next day, I was still able to like catch up another trade in between the bias of that 4 hours. Now what am I talking about? I caught 1:3 around this zone. Now what am I saying? I see another structure that pays me, which is what? Having a bias intact. And after confirming that my bias is still very much intact, the next thing for me to do at that given time is to start looking for what we call a double breakout structure. So let me just sketch out inducement, because I forgot to sketch it out when I was just picking levels. I also have inducement from the previous entry, which you can see very much here. So that guarantees that level it's supposed to hold, right? Because the money there has been transferred, which was what we did. So taking the money to another new high or new level, that makes it very valid. So you can see that I also have inducement around this zone. Now I'm trying to sketch out what I used in catching 1:3. So I have the first break of structure, which was the recent trend, and after then I confirmed another break of structure or breakout from the previous high, lower high, right? So after then confirming that, the next thing I'm gonna do is to pick the key level that was not medicated, that key level that was not triggered or touched from the first pullback of the trend. So what I did here was to sketch it out from the head down there to the very low bearish candle that I'm seeing on the 15 minutes time frame. So this was how huge my SL was. So it was just around 100 pips. So what I did was to target 1:3 at this given time, because I don't need to do much. I don't know what the plan of gold was, right? So I just need to stick to plan and don't rush trade, right? So this was how simple it was for me to make 1:3 RR at this given zone. So if you're understanding this video from what I've taught you earlier, just do it to put on a comment section and like this video more, and make sure you comment what is reasonable. Now, like I said before about everything I said earlier, if you're interested, just reach out to me with the number you're seeing on the screen right now, which is like being an investor. So you can come and we package business together and split 50-50, right? So now let's continue with the class and what we're talking about. So now I told you guys that I have a QM kind of entry, which was my last sketch out. So after seeing market giving me a 1:8 from the previous dates, which was the first trade and the second trade of that week. So what happened is that market came back here and gave me another entry, which is the sketching I gave you guys like this. You can call this kind of sketching advanced price action, which is like APA, right? Advanced price action. So anything structure, I know it. So there's nothing that you just mentioned here that is going to be confusing. Just know how to follow that trend and know how to align your strategy very correctly. So you can see this mini trend that just came in. That was where the advanced price action matters a lot. That's where the market came and created something that looks like, okay, this level is going to hold for sure. So we just need to like exercise patience and know how we're going to follow the trend. So I can see very much here that I have a QM entry and as well have an order blow close to the QM. So this day was a very sniper entry that I have on that trade. So I have a snipe entry there. But do you know the funny thing? Market failed to take my TP. Why did market fail to take my TP? But break even, I was about 1:4 break even. So whenever I'm putting my break even, it's always either if I'm losing, I'm just going to be losing 1%. So like I'm just going to be out of 1%, but I'll be in profit. So that's how risk managing I am, right? So I don't play with people's money, or rather am I playing with my money. So this was where my break even was. So I have my break even here in case market want to go back against me. So if my case market wants to go back against me, I'll at least have something to like what boost off. Now there's something that I saw again in 15 minutes, which was the one I can counter as an A setup, that whenever I see it, I love taking aggressive entering, right? So you can see I have the shift in market structure, and I also have this first inducement, but after this first shift, I now can call the first pushback to be the inducement, not the second one. So after the little shift in market structure, that's why I contact that place to be my inducement. And funny enough, market came back to this entry that I have in 15 minutes, triggered at first. So after triggering at first, market started pushing, and when I checked that day, it nearly came back to my SL. I was now like, oh god, I was in massive profit, and this small that thing wanna kind of play with my emotions. So this is now 1:5 that I made on this trade. Do you see how simple? You see how simple it is, right? So I didn't even care if market is going to hit TP that day. 1:5 is okay. So whenever I have 1:5 in my trade, I'm out of that trade. I don't even care whatever they tried, the market or whoever is doing on the market, right? So what matters a lot is how much you're making and how you're following your trading rules, right? So that was what happened at this given zone. So you just need to like know how to follow what the trend. So now I want to explain this particular side of this chart, right? So this particular side of this chart, after medicating the level from the higher time frame, some people get confused when they get to this level. They'll be like, what am I going to do right now? All you just need to do is wait for the correct shift in market structure, which is the level you feel like this was the last high that was able to like what tipped that level. So after this break of structure, there's nothing to see. I didn't say anything to what trade. I didn't say anything to trade till I have this shift in market structure. So market played around this zone, played around, and finally started having a push to the upside. So on that way to the upside, market gave me what a break in market structure. Now this is supposed to be a level, supposed to be a level that will drop for sell, but the reason market did not drop as deep is because the bias is bullish. So you need to know the bias a lot. So all I'm just talking about in this video is about you knowing bias for 2026. You just need to know that bias matters a lot trading. So you can see very well here that after I got the shift in market structure, I have something that looks like what a double break of structure, which is this internal break in market structure. So what am I going to be doing next? What I'm going to be doing next is to exercise patience to see if market gives me something like what, something like an inducement. You can see that this very level is already looking like the first sketch out that I have as my entry time frame. So this level was looking already like a sketch out for me on the chart, right? So I have inducement right there. Then what did I do next? What I did next was to what, take my box, mark the possible breaker block that I'm seeing very much clear at that zone. So that was where and how I took this trade that day. So what was my target? 1:5. Do you see how simple it is? Don't keep it so difficult. Don't make yourself go crazy. Just keep it simple and make money from the chart. So this was what, 1:5. I did not plan on taking the most higher time frame. I did not plan on taking the 4 hours level. 1:5 is okay, even if it doesn't get to the level that you expect to take out that given day. This 1:5 is already okay. If you reach 500 in 1:5, you're making 2.5 in a row. Not every time you're targeting the main high. No, sometimes just target 1:5 to very sure that you know what you're doing. Now, if you watch very well here, you see that you also have an order block at the low, and after an order block, the next thing we need to see or observe is market retesting the order block. Now, this is the final one that I took today. So this was the level market supposed to shift structure before we consider it to be bullish for me to start looking at for buys. But if you notice, market kept on dropping. Like market kept on dropping. So let me just let me know if I can sketch you with this. Market dropped and dropped. Oh god damn, wait, let me start to take market dropped, and after them have a shift, and now market It gave us a break of structure. It came back to this level in June, and now we are buying again to 1:7. Do you see how simple this is? So if you love this video, you enjoy it, make sure you like I said, subscribe and share to others that need it. And if you want to be an investor to me, you have raw cash, you want us to trade raw cash and split the money, just come to my DM or use the number I have up there to come to my DM. Contact me and I'm going to respond to you. Maybe when you come to the DM, we'll talk more if Profem is going to much better for you or trading raw will be much better for you. Thank you, and I think you enjoyed the video. Bye for now.